All right. Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Wood. I want to go over weeks 1 through 3 with you. In these weeks, we're looking at how policy becomes practice, how politics, performance, and accountability interact with administration gives decisions a real effect. Across 3 weeks, we use Kettle's chapters and 3 practitioner essays to trace the practical pressures administrators face and how crisis exposes structural limits. For week 1 on foundations of public administration, Kettle frames public administration as the engine that makes policy meaningful. Performance is central. What administrators actually get done matters more than abstract statements of intent. Read Richardson's County Manager essay to see how a local manager balances political demands, operational detail, and community accountability. Expect to note the COVID-19 example and one historical local case that illustrate tensions among politics, performance, and accountability. For week 2 on accountability itself, Kettle maps accountability as a set of relationships, who answers to whom and what. Pay attention to fiscal process and program accountability, and his warning about gotcha oversight that chills useful discretion. Uh, Gruposo's probation officer story shows how frontline ethical choices and supervisory norms shape what communities look like in practice. Mark passages and define accountability and trace its history and elements. In regards to the final week of this segment, in week 3 on what government does and how, Kettle shows that government operates through a blended system, direct services, grants, artifacts, tax expenditures, and regulatory tools. That mix complicates performance and oversight. Price's ATF essay gives a practitioner's view of political pressure, constrained resources, and the costs of managerial discretion. Notice contrast between direct provisions and indirect tools and how those affect accountability. I would read the assigned chapters and accompanying essays each week and annotate key passages to keep you remembering and thinking about weekly discussions. And at the end of this week's segment is a critical think and response paper. And following that week is a quiz that you'll take, quiz 1. If you need help, please let me know and have a nice day. All right.